to Insane Dicing Skills podcast number 6, where I talk about my game, my third game from MAPM-Single tournament. I played first game against Dark Elves, second game against Dark Elves, and then what you get for the third game if you didn't have that good matchups? Yeah, you get Dwarvenholds, sorry. But yeah. Hmm. I was pretty excited when I saw the list. No war machines except the anvil, so not that much shooting. He wanted to fight, like, I mean, dwarves try to fight. But yeah, just see the list. I played against Patrick Göber. I think he's a guy from Austria. So, yeah, what did he have? He had BSB and Runesmith and an anvil. The anvil had both of the good damaging runes, and he had 2 times his resilience stuff, and some uh, anti-magic runes. Yeah, happy. 3 times 25 clan warriors with shield and full command, 22 deep watch with banner of dismay. This is minus to charge range. 18 mana with great weapon, 14 mana with pistol and great weapon, 12 seeker and 2 vengeance seeker. So yeah, we played in this battle, I think, frontline clash again, but this time the marker scenario. I don't know how this is called, where you have 2 markers and yeah, so you have to fight around them. This is always okay, but these miners are always a problem for the scenario. So I was a little bit scared by them and excited how he would use them, since I mean it's a pretty heavy point investment playing that much with great weapons, so they aren't just for scoring purposes, you would say. So yeah, let's see how this will start. So this is the picture after deployment and after my Vanguard movement. So he deployed everything around that corner. I had that marker, he had that marker. So I think, yeah, I don't know how we did that, but who started? But I had the first turn, and yeah, that's why I just placed one here and 2 over here to fight against that marker here. Just pushed forward, and yeah, let's see how we will go from there. The next picture is after my second movement phase. I could deploy this general behind the hill here. This was pretty fine because he's then able to, yeah, just go behind his back like in the second turn. The other general was already in his first turn in his back, so I just made sure that he could charge around this unit. Maybe it would have been a better choice to let him look more in that direction, because just right now he still could just move some inch backwards and prevent me from charging something around here. So maybe this would have been the better play. He has 2 times his vengeance seekers behind the hill, and yeah, so I deployed this big unit of Bavarian horsemen just that time in the way that he could have charged me, I think, with 12 or 13, something like this, but he had the 2 counter charges here, because I think I would have hold the charge if he charged me. He has 10 attack, strength 4, and I have some more back, and yeah, he just has 6 up shield wall if he charges me. Yeah, and that's why I was okay with this decision here. So I think the next picture is after my second movement turn. So he just placed his Vengeance Seeker straight forward. I think maybe you could have done it better with a little bit more how you say it, so you get more out of them. I mean, this one I could just catch with a uh, with my Shaggot, with the EDC, Elder Dragon Centaur, and still I would still be able to be outside of a good charge range for them. And here a charge just with my Chariot. I think auto hits are pretty fine against something was distracting. And I just placed the Shaggot in front of this unit with the possibility if he charges me, I hold to charge him in flank with the barbarians. Mm, and I went with my lords just behind his back to pressure his anvil because if I'm able to kill his anvil pretty fast, he can't shoot at me that much, or can't do his spell stuffs on me. So that's why I wanted to push for this. Oh, sorry, pretty fast to get rid of this anvil. So I think the next picture now is then after his second movement phase, so both of his miners appeared just behind my back. So that was fine for me because then my barbarians were safe, so where they weren't engaged behind their backs. He charged the Shaggot here, and I think he got -1 to wound. Yeah, -1 to wound on them. I don't know. I think yeah, something like this it was. Mm, so yeah, and he prevented with his seekers that I will charge his anvil. So he wanted to keep this a little bit longer. The next picture right now is I think 2 or 3 turns after this. I just forgot to make pictures there. I'll just try to explain just from this picture what happens then, and then I will show the next one later. So, like I said, he charged this Shaggot, and I think I lost the combat by 2 or 3 against his dudes, and so I flew. He wasn't able to overrun in the chariot. Oh, sorry. It's already a little bit late. So sorry for this. Um, so he wasn't able to connect on the chariot, so I ran away. I couldn't rally the chariot next turn, so I won. I then flew another 12-inch in that direction, so I was able to rally him. I think then not in the third turn, my first turn, somewhere around here. He shot my barbarians with his pistols and also with magic, so they were decimated pretty fast. And then I charged to prevent again the frenzy test with this guy out of the unit in the Seekers and with both lords in the Seekers. So I thought maybe I can get lucky to kill all of them just in one turn, but yeah, this wasn't that lucky. Maybe we see this later on. No, 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 not here. But yeah, so this is then the picture of the next turn. I could charge, like maybe you see this unit with my chariot. After I killed this one, I looked in that direction and then could charge over this through this wood, through the forest here inside these 14 miners with pistols and 2-hand weapons. So go together with my impact hits and the 6 attack strength, 5 is +1 to hit. I was able to kill them pretty fast, but not in one turn. Yeah, here the Seekers I killed one survived, I think. But, so the next lot was free, and I charged the 18 miners with 2-hand weapons, and I also charged them with the last units of was the last I think 6 barbarians, but they got killed pretty fast. I really can't remember what happened with them, but they already also died. And this unit of clan warriors who nearly killed my Shaggot. They, I think they missed a leadership test. I really don't know. Sorry, I just can't remember why. But yeah, they failed leadership test and they flew that direction, just away from his whole army, and then rallied somewhere here where they got killed by the Shaggot and my barbarians. And yeah, so the rest I think is explained pretty fast. His unit just turned all the time in some directions where my units were, and then um, this dock is just the Lord. I just placed it there so the Lord doesn't fall down. So this was then the next movement. And then this is already, I think, in one of the last turns where I thought, okay, well, how to win this scenario now, because I had to make sure that this unit couldn't charge any of my barbarians who would approach this marker here. So I had to make sure that I redirect this deep watch and this unit. So, and I have to have them to don't move. So that's why I charged them with the Shaggot and the Lord. I think yeah, you see that in the next picture. Just will explain it now on this picture, I think. So I charged them with them, and so they couldn't move, and I could approach the marker and tie it up here and win by holding this one. The dogs he killed, I think, was a spell, and so I had to redirect the Deep Watch with the Barbarian Horseman hero, and here I redirected him with my Hell Riders, and I also charged with my chariot and oh sorry, it's already too late. Um, and my Lust Lord in his anvil, and I also had the chance to overrun here, so I wouldn't lose my Hell Riders, which I used for redirecting. I think I made a little mistake here because I could have. I think I could have done it in a way that he would have been able to yeah to just flee away from them and don't get killed. I mean, no, he didn't get killed either, but he just I think got overrun right now, and so I lost him too. But yeah, well, I mean, this is not that far, maybe 13, 14 inch. He was a lucky charge. He would have been able to kill them, and then I lose. The scenario is tied. So that's why, yeah, maybe I just decided to be sure. Both of his units hold against my charges, so I didn't got. No, no, I think this unit. I killed this whole unit. Yeah, that's right. I got both of these units, and I didn't lost that much in the battle. So it was 15-5 after victory. No, 14-6 after victory points, and made it to 17-3 by winning the scenario, tying this marker and winning this marker. Yeah, this was pretty, yeah, I don't know, not straightforward game, but I mean, my army is, I think, much favored in this matchup. I'm just faster, I can choose the combats, and I mean, if I have a little bit more time, I can push in the deep watch too. But yeah, I didn't have to risk anything here. I just took the points where I could get them. A little bit disappointed that the my Bavarian horseman died again, third time on the same day, the whole unit. This was pretty annoying because I yeah thought they were pretty fine, but yeah, so I was a little bit unlucky with them. But yeah, just overall 14 points out of 3 games aren't that good either. But I mean, two not that good matchups in the first 2 games, it was okay. And I think the score of 17-3 against this Draven army is okay too. So yeah, thank you for listening. And I think we will see each other in the next podcast with the 4th game then from Sunday. from the second day of the tournament. So if you're interested in what happens there, just tune in and yeah, then see you around. Bye.